No? Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. I'm taking
Right.
pictures also, Sherwin. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I mean, we're in this
Thank
together, naman. So
Yes.
okay. So yeah, so if I may continue with Conduent, I was for the most part, working from home maybe 3-4 days in a week. And then when I shifted to Wonders Corporation, it was a shift from work from home to working full time in the office. Okay, so imagine that. So I joined Wonders January. By March, the pandemic, led to the community quarantine. So work from home in Conduent, 100% in the office in Wonders, and then suddenly work from home ulit. So you can imagine how crazy it is to transition from waking up and starting to work, diba? And then going back to the usual work from home setting. So that was difficult for me, and I wanted to share my experience around that. And then my advocacy, I think it's important for each of us to have our own advocacy, the things that we believe in. Diba? Mine is in the Facebook page that you mentioned kanina, yung Ask Sherwin, which is more of a coaching platform, a support platform, really to help Filipinos become successful, overcoming mental and physical limitations. So there. Now, okay, so I've introduced myself. It is where we'll start having some audience participation. I guess, maybe Gino, Rigor, you could probably start and then the rest can just follow. I can kick it off, but I do want to make it a little lighter, not the same
Yeah.
formal introduction that I shared. So I want us to introduce ourselves, by telling who's your favorite cartoon character. Okay? I can see Alan, napapaisip na si Alan. Okay. Okay. Why did you choose this character? Okay. And then what do you think are the similar traits that you and the cartoon character have? And then maybe just for you, Gino, as I'm sure you're thinking about it as well in
Yeah.
rigor, I can probably start. I'll start
Yeah.
introducing myself, as it relates to the cartoon character. Again, my name is Sherwin Kim. My favorite cartoon character is Donald Duck. Um, I chose Donald Duck because I think he's the most genuine of cartoon characters. What I mean by that is, unlike other cartoon characters who's always nice, who always have good days, Donald Duck has mood swings, diba? He can be nice at one point, he can be not so nice at some point. He'll have his good days, he'll have his bad days. So I think my personality resonates a lot on with Donald Duck. That's why he's my favorite cartoon character. So there.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
Gino, Rigor, I'll leave it up to you. Who
Yeah.
wants to start first, and then we'll quickly uh, go through the rest of your team.
Okay. Riggs, have you ano? Give me 30
Go
seconds.
ahead.
I need to think of a wait. So
Yeah, this is where
just
the
to
fun starts.
clarify, this should be a cartoon character, not a comics character. No?
I think comics is fine. Yes, sige, sige. We'll
Comics
we'll
is
give you
okay.
a yeah. Pagbigyan natin.
Yeah. Well, okay. For me, well, again, guys, good morning. Good morning, Sherwin. Thank you for conducting this webinar with our team. So, again, my name is Gino Magat. So the character that I have chosen, actually, I just thought about it now, but I feel that I could be similar to Superman. Why Superman? Not because I have superpowers like Superman, but because Superman has two personalities. One is an ordinary person working in a publishing company, and another one is a superhero. So for me, I feel that I share the same characteristics because I have two personalities also. I have my personality where I'm focused with ampersand with my work. And at the same time, when I get home, I have this super dad personality where I try to take care of my kid. So basically, I think that I could relate to Superman for now.
Nice, nice, nice. I wanted to ask Sana what your kryptonite is, pero we'll talk about that separately. Yeah, yeah. I will talk about that separately. Okay, thanks, Gino. How about the others?
Rigor.
Well, for me, It's hard to think, no? But my favorite maybe Nemo.
Okay,
Because
okay.
because Nemo just keeps swimming until he finds what he was looking
Ah,
for.
that's deep.
So for more,
That's nice.
it's
That's
more
nice.
perseverance and persistence. For
Okay.
us to recover those.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Rigor. Okay. Who wants to go next? I can see Danica. So we'll just go
Danica.
through the
Okay.
order.
Danica, please.
Hello. No
Yeah, we can
cartoon
hear you.
character.
Yeah.
Not sure if this cartoon character is familiar to you. Pero I want the Ogie and the Cockroaches.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Which one? Si
Yes.
Ogie or yeah, si Ogie?
Of course, Ogie.
Okay, okay.
So, though his
Weird that I
character,
know Ogie, no?
the character is very like, uh, they keep on moving. They keep on playing, pero as other than playing, uh, they find their way to, what do you call it? They find their way to make the viewers happy.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
not just about play, pero at least you find a way to make yourself happy on the things that they are doing then. Or for example, me, other than playing, I try to find something that will make me happy on the things that I'm doing, something like that.
Okay, that's nice. All right. Thanks, thanks, Danica. Okay. Who do you want to pass the ball to? I'll give you the power to choose.
Go, Danica.
Walang ano ah.
Guys,
Yeah.
wink na lang kayo kung kayo. I think it's Allen.
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 Okay, okay.
Go, Allen.
Oh, na. Actually, that's the problem. Because I don't have any favorite cartoon character. But I'll go with SpongeBob na lang.
Okay, okay.
SpongeBob and probably Patrick. Maybe
Okay.
because they value relationship that much or they value friendship.
Oh, that's
And
nice. That's sweet.
I can really relate to them. And yeah, that's it. That's
Okay,
Patrick and
okay.
SpongeBob.
Yep,
Thanks,
yep.
Allen. Allen, can you please pick someone? Who do you want to go next?
Can I volunteer?
Carmi. I miss you,
Carmi.
Carmi.
Hello,
Go,
guys.
Carmi.
Okay. So, growing up po, my favorite cartoon character is Sakura. But
Sakura.
on the grade school stage, my favorite one is Dora. Because I can relate with Dora because she is, well, somehow stubborn, but she's also adventurous. I can relate myself to her because I'm like that. From our everyday work, I like to experience more about the things that I'm doing, that the work that I'm doing. Also adventurous in some outdoor activities like that.
Okay, okay. Wow. Okay. Thanks, thanks,
Thank you so
Carmi.
much, Carmi. Okay, I'll pick na lang, guys, para mabilis. Monette, can you go next? Hi, Monette.
Um, same with Alan. I think I don't have any favorite cartoon character, but I'm thinking of one of those Powerpuff Girl na si Buttercup. Because even though they're small, I think I can do help people. Like for now, I'm one of the SK Kagawad in our barangay. That I think even though they're small, they
Oh, really?
can
Wow.
others. That's
Actually, you're one of the
one.
SK in your barangay. Did I hear it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Galing,
That's
that's
correct.
impressive.
Actually, Sherwin, niloloko kasi namin sila because Monette and Sheila, they are two of our smallest employees. But I mean, height aside, they're very malilikot. How do you say it? Parang they have a lot of energy talaga. So I agree with with what Monette said. So that being said, Sheila, maybe you could follow Monette. There, Sheila. Okay, let's skip on Sheila muna. I think she's having technical difficulties. Jules, maybe you could share your character. Jules.
Hi guys, good morning. Well, it's kind of frustrating that Alan picked Patrick the Starfish because actually he's my favorite cartoon character.
Okay.
And why Patrick? Maybe because like me, he's kind of dumb and lazy, but uh, also our similarity might be that one thing that we're trying to be there for our friends and our colleagues, even if it's somehow, I mean, we're trying to help people that we love, even in the dumb ways that we can. And I think that's our similarities. Yeah.
Thank you, Jules. Thank you for that. Guys, if I could share lang, Ces is having difficulties, no? But then she was able to share also her character. So I'll just read her message.
Okay.
So it's SpongeBob for Ces, because like SpongeBob, he is kind of characteristics that is kind to everyone. Even if everything is not falling into the right place, he's still happy and a genuine person. So thank you, Tess, for sharing that.
Okay. Okay.
Who else? Edna? Edna, can you share your character?
Hello po. Can you hear me po?
Yes.
There's a problem po on my signal. Yeah, by the way po, I don't have any, some with the others, I don't have any favorite cartoon character, but is it okay if I can choose one of the animals? Is it a rabbit? Is it okay, sir? Because I don't have any
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
cartoon character. I choose rabbit. Well, I think it's because rabbit is a flexible, and then whatever happens, he just kept going and being simple at the same time and being patient. And then he focused on he focused on what do you think? What do you call this? His goals in life. So, yeah. But being flexible as well, because that we need in life, whatever happen. Yeah. That's it.
Thanks, Edna. Did we miss Sheila? We haven't.
Yes. Actually, Sheila is sending me a message right now. Sure. And Cendric, I don't know what happened to Cendric, but I'm asking for
Okay.
So Sheila, please share your character. I'm waiting for your text so I could read it. Sherwin, I thought that you would say your favorite character was Wolverine.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I mean, no, I know. Yeah. I would have. Pero it sounds kasi very, very scary and formal as well. I think the beard in itself sort of, shows that already. It's funny. I just realized now when the last time you and I saw each other, there's no beard yet. So
yeah, I know. It was only couple of maybe mga 4 or 5 years back.
Yeah. Right about. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, for Sheila, so she said that her character is Stitch from Lilo and Stitch because he is determined, showing how he truly loves Lilo.
Stitch was the monster, tama ba? Or was Stitch the girl?
No, Stitch is the, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but Stitch is the purple monster, diba? Kini,
okay, I can see a nod from Carmi.
Yes,
I guess I'll take your word for it, Carmi, and then Jules. Okay.
Okay, so he said he is determined, showing how truly he loves Lilo, like he can do everything to help others. So I think that's a personality of Sheila. She wants to help out everyone that she could.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank
the
you.
introductions for the cartoon characters. It more or less gives me an idea already of each individual.
Mhm.
We may not have met each other in person yet, but I can imagine, you know, being able to understand a portion of who you are as individuals. So thank you for that. Um, the next piece I wanted to check, and this one is equally interesting for me at least, is there's a word cloud, and the word cloud is a bunch of words that was put together as it relates to work from home, work-life balance. Okay, so we'll do a quick activity here. We'll try to do this a little quicker so we can have more interaction as well. So I'm sure you're looking at the arrows already. Okay, right? There's a bunch of words here. I just need you to choose three words, right? From the three words, I'll give you 3 seconds, right? Pick among all of these, right? Start doing it now in 3, 2, 1. You need more time?
5 more seconds if it's
5 more
okay.
seconds. Okay, okay. Let's go back.
Guys, no, please.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Done?
Okay.
Okay, okay. All right. So we'll do this a little quicker, and probably we'll have some volunteers. Maybe Gino or Rig, you can pick somebody as well, right?
Yeah.
What I'd like to know is, what were the three words that captured your attention the most? Now, if you're to pick one of those three words, which one would you pick? And of course, the other one is, why would you pick that particular word?
Oh, well, maybe if I could go first, Sherwin, and then Rigor can follow after me. Rigor can follow.
Okay, go.
Uh, anyway, the three words that I noticed right away would be home, balance, and effort. So, what captured my attention is that, given our current situation right now, we've been in lockdown for almost 2 months now. And what I noticed that, I mean, home is very important for everyone. Home is very important for everyone because this is a place where we really, energize. So this has been very grateful and a grateful experience for me also. Balance because even right now that I'm home, I still need to balance my work and the things that I do at home. So I make it a point to do my daily routines, wake up, at least change my top, have breakfast, go to my computer. And third word for me is effort because to be honest, it's very easy to slack off now that you're working from the house. But I mean, if you have effort, I think that you will still be as productive as to how we were doing things prior to the lockdown. So, if you are to pick one out of the three words, which one would you pick? For me, effort. Please. Effort because these are trying times for all of us, and I feel that we really need to push more effort to really make things happen. So again, I want to exert more effort with my work. I want to exert more effort with my time with the family.
Right. And that's true,
So
no? I mean, nobody has really prepared nor even planned for something like this. No
yes.
company, no person, no one in the world has actually prepared for this. So all of us are making adjustments. All of us needs to exert more effort now, I guess. One, to transition, right? To transition to the new normal, as they say, right?
Yes.
So definitely effort is required. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Gino. Thanks for sharing that.
Okay. Thank you. Rigor?
Okay. For me, the three words that captured my attention was get, effort, and life.
What was the third one?
During
Sorry.
get, effort, and life.
Life. Okay.
Yeah. So, well, for me, during this pandemic, no, I was telling myself there are just two things that you can do during this pandemic. One is to do something productive, and another one is do something not productive but gives you leisure. So it's like going back to the basics. Everything stopped, every routine stopped, all work stopped. So it's like it's what I said. Going back to the basics, you have to learn something new. You have to equip yourself, make yourself be more productive. Either you study, you read, or importantly, essential things that would equip you to be a better employee, a better individual. So that's the words that I got is get and effort because you have to get something. Not everything will come to you, but you have to get them. You have to get your dreams. You have to reach your and take a conscious effort to do all these things. And the most important word that I put is life because for now it's the most important thing that we have to value the most. No? It's our lives. So
That's
that's the
good.
kind that I
All right. Thanks,
thank
Rigor.
you.
Powerful
Thanks.
words. All right. Who should go next? Who do you guys want to pick?
Next would be, wait 1 second. Sherwin, do you mind helping me? I'm trying to put Sandrick on mute.
Oh, okay.
There,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Okay. No
Okay.
problem.
Guys, no volunteers yet. So I would just pick someone. Maybe we could go with Alan first. Alan.
Hello. Yeah. For the three words that captured my attention, first is excitement because that's how my year started. It is full of excitement because this is a new decade. So I am very excited, but yeah, things happen. But I still believe that there's more and there are still great things to come. That's what I'm hoping, and yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. And the next one is home and balance. So I still believe that there are more yeah, breakthrough or success to come. And actually, with regards to home, I need to be honest because last time I think that's January or Feb, I really long to be with my family because most of the time I mean I'm spending a lot of time in traveling every day. So I really long to be with my family, and yeah, this happened. So I have 2 months with them. So anyway,
Right.
I'm
Right.
very thankful with that. Actually, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to share the other things, but yeah, I'm very happy that yeah, I still. I have this opportunity to be with my family. And last thing is yeah, the balance word. And yeah, for me, the key for me to become successful, for me to still become successful this year is for me to have a balanced life. I need to learn how to manage my time and manage my life. So those are the three words that captured my attention.
Okay. Okay. And what would be the if you're to pick one word from the three words, which one would you choose?
It's Atikini, Ate Danica.
No,
No,
no. I mean, yeah, the
Alan,
word. Yeah.
the
Sorry.
word Joe. Can you
Ah,
pick
sorry.
one word? Yes.
Ah, sorry. You mean one word?
From the
Yeah.
three
One.
that you chose, yeah. If you're to pick one,
It's
which one would it be?
excitement, I guess.
Excitement. Wow. Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. And you wanted to, who do you want to go to next?
It's Danica,
Okay.
Atikini. Hello. I miss you.
Go, Kini.
Actually, Alan, our choices are almost the same. So the words that captured me are excitement, home, and obligation. But for me, it's the obligation which captured most
Okay.
because whether it be at home, at work, or with friends, I believe we have our obligation for them. So we have to keep that balance. It's the obligation that is striking talaga for me.
Okay. Of course.
At
Of course.
home, of course, we have our obligation to our family. At work, we have our obligation to our workmates, to the job that we have. And of course, to our friends, we also have our obligation to them. Not really, I believe obligation is voluntary and it should not be forced. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Who do you
Thank you
want to
so much.
go next?
Riggs, any suggestion?
Army.
Carmi. Where's Carmi? Carmi?
Hello po again. Anyway, can you hear me well? I think
Yes.
my connection isn't stable. Anyway, the three words that captured my attention most are excitement, balance, and life. So if I were able to choose one, I will choose the life because of well our situation right now. We are in a pandemic, and every life is at risk. So I understand more that we really have to take care of our health and health not only ourselves but our family, the ones that our friends, the ones that are within our everyday life. I mean, included in our what do you call that? Included in our daily prayers like that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then since right now I'm here in Manila and my family is at the province, I am really not really afraid, but I'm scared that well I'm uh, with them, I'm not beside them. So I like to make sure every day that I call them, I ask them if they're okay, if something is wrong, so that I make sure that their health is for good. That's it.
Right, right. Okay, okay. Thanks, Carmi. Yeah, I wanted to use the word cloud as really a springboard to mental health, right? Because in most cases, the purpose of the word cloud is to identify or to at least determine what's running in our minds given the situation, right? So while we didn't go with the rest of the group, more or less the way you should look at it is, or the way I would interpret is, the three words, including the word that you chose the most, best describes either what you're feeling now, what you're thinking, what you're seeing, regardless if it's all positive, some negative, right? It interprets what we call our mental health. And the reality is, and like what's indicated in the poster, diba, mental health is actually more important than financial health. I don't know if you guys agree with this. Do you agree, or do you have any other thoughts around this?
Well, I would agree. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that should be the most important first.
Right, right, yeah. I mean, I indicated this, primarily because if you look at mental health, right, your state of health, mentally allows you to make the right decisions or make decisions in general, right? In the same way that, say, for example, it helps you also deal with other people, different situations. Um, it also allows you to cope up with stress, right? If you're not mentally healthy, the tendency for you to be even more stressed given the situation becomes very evident. That's why there's a lot of help being provided even by the government, right? When it comes to mental health. Kasi nga, nobody again prepared for this, regardless kung anong generation ka, whether you're a successful businessman 2 months ago, you may not be a successful businessman now. Diba? That's the unfortunate truth. In the same way that, when you used to live, paycheck to paycheck, this time it's going to be worse because, budget financials are actually tighter. Diba? And this came to all of us as a surprise, right? So there is definitely that effect when it comes to our mental health, which I guess brings me to the other piece that I wanted to share, which is more of um, a reality check when it comes to mental health. Um, the reality check that I have here is really, the reality check transitioning from an office setting to a work from home setup, which obviously is difficult. I don't know if there's anybody in this room now that can say, "Hindi, madali lang. It was easy to transition from office to work." Unfortunately for me, that's not the case. And it's not just me, but normal people, I would say, would have a transition time of about 6 months. It takes about 6 months to fully transition and adapt to a work from home setup. And like what Gino said, we're only about 2 months pa lang eh, right? So all of us, I think it's safe to say, are still adjusting to it. We haven't really found our rhythm yet, the same rhythm that we used to have in the office. I think that's safe to say. And obviously, having to do that transition while it takes 6 months requires a lot of unlearning of some of the habits as we prepare in the office, as well as forming new habits, whether it be as simple as, and I don't know if some of you do it, but I would usually start, for example, my Monday wearing a full-on suit, slacks. That's my Monday. My Tuesday is without the suit, but with a long sleeve shirt. My Wednesday is a barong, a polo barong. My Thursday is, maybe slack still, but maybe, I don't know, a sweater, right? That's my in-office routine. But in a work from home setup, I can't see myself wearing a suit now because it's a Monday, right? It would just look funny. It would just look awkward, right? So those are some of the unlearning, simple ones, but there is that impact. Now, on Monday, I used to wear a suit every time, but this Monday, because I'm working from home, I'm not anymore. That's a change, right? And with that as well, there's a couple of other reality checks that I would like to ask later on how many of these you're able to relate to. But transitioning from an office setup to a work from home does create that feeling of isolation. It's good that we're talking like now as a group where I get to see, all of your beautiful faces, but in a typical work from home setup, it's just the computer and then yourself. You can't even take a video of yourself working or have the camera on while you're working because that's just awkward, almost weird probably for some, right? So there is that feeling of isolation. At the same time, if you're the type of person who likes to go from one station to another, right? If Gino and I and Rigor are working together, if I'm the type who goes to their cubicle, make cuento for a few minutes and then go back to work, now I can't do that, right? Now I cannot do that because um, we're kilometers away from each other, right? So that's one reality that I personally realized. The other one is that my motivation became inconsistent. There are days where I feel good about the day. I'll do all of these things. I'm really motivated to complete the task. And there will be days where I feel sluggish, where I feel lazy, where I feel like I'm working from home, I don't feel like working, and I'm at home, or there's distractions that gets in the way of my motivation. The other one is the feeling that you're always on, and this probably would apply to Gino and Rigor more than any one of us, and not being able to switch off. So the motivation aspect of it, where you're always on the go, you like what you're doing, you keep on going, but because you keep on going, you don't know when to stop as well, so you're always on, right? In the same manner that you're demotivated, you don't feel good about what you're doing now, but you still feel that you're always on because you get an email, somebody calls you up, somebody is following up on something, right? And it's difficult for you to really switch off and have that work-life balance. I'm hoping somehow medyo may nakaka-relate for now, right? The other piece, again, the work-life balance. This one is interesting. It's a language or it's a statement that people my age would use a lot. Na there's no work-life balance because we travel for hours just to get to the office. That's one. We spend a long time in the office and again travel back home. What's weird nowadays is even with the pandemic, even when we're already at home, there still seems to be no work-life balance. If anything, sabi nga nila, it has become more of a work-life integration, because now your work and your break or your lunch is happening at the same time, right? Or you're doing something, for those who have kids, right? You're doing something, you're working, and then your kid comes over and he or she wants to play, right? It has now become work-life integration, or safe to say, work-life balance becomes even more difficult in a work from home setup. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. We'll cover that later on as well. Overthinking. How about overthinking? This one happens a lot, uh, most recently, because of the uncertainty of things. Imagine yourself doing a particular task and you've completed it, right? You've submitted it, and then now you're waiting. You're waiting for the next task. While you're waiting, you have your TV, just beside you, and you're watching the news about the community quarantine getting extended, about some companies laying off other their people, right? While you're waiting for the next task. So that's now starting to fill the information in your head, which then creates that overthinking. You now start worrying about your job security. Okay, is the company still okay? Am I still okay as an employee, right? There's so much overthinking that it adds to the stress. It adds to the stress that we're in now, on top of the situation that we're currently in. And then, of course, with all of that, you have the feeling of isolation. You're not motivated, but you're always on, right? You're not able to balance your work and your life. You think a lot, which of course leads to you not really being able to sleep soundly, right? We sleep, we close our eyes, we sleep for, I don't know, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. And I don't know if you guys feel this, but once in a while, diba, when you sleep, pero when you wake up, you still feel tired. Diba? Parang natulog naman ako, nagising ako, medyo mahaba yung oras na tinulog ko, pero bakit pagising ko parang pagod pa rin ako? Right? So it means that your body hasn't really, fully rested, maybe because you're overthinking, maybe because your brain is still on, meaning you haven't, programmed yourself, quote unquote, when to turn yourself off, right? Let's just do a quick exercise. Show of hands. Just tell me how many of these you're able to relate to. Is it one? Is it two? Is it all six? Can I see a quick show of hands? How many of these reality checks that I had resonates, or do you feel as well? Okay, can I see? Hold it for a few seconds. Okay, Gino says 6. Okay, okay, 4. Okay, okay, okay. 1, 5, 15. Danica, or is that 6? 6. Okay, Carmi was 5. Okay, Jules. 5. Okay, okay. Okay, 4 for Sheila, if I saw it right. Okay, Cedric. Is that 3 or is that 4? Okay, Monette. 3. Okay. 5. Okay, Alan. Okay, 4. Okay. Edna. 5. Okay, okay. Okay, cool, cool. Okay. So, I mean, the reason why I was asking was, I guess, just to demonstrate that the realities that you had now, or that you have now, are the same realities that I have, in the same manner that it only validates that everyone is really going through the transition, diba? From the work from home, or from the office setup to the work from home, and eventually to the new normal. So the next question is, and I'll stop sharing after this for a while, is work from home for everyone? Okay. So what we'll do here is, and maybe I'll give you time to maybe just get a piece of paper. What I want you to do is rate the questions that I'm going to be showing from a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, right? After that, I would like you to email me your answers. So we won't go through it in detail, but you can just email it to me. I'll give you my email address after. And the reason why I would like you to email it to me is for me to be able to have a venue for us to talk about it. Maybe you can provide me more details. I can provide you some tools as well on how you can best cope with the new normal. Okay. So the questions that I have here is one, do you have the right equipment? Right? Equipment, whether it be your computer, whether it be an area, right? Are you comfortable being by yourself, quote unquote, at work, right? Quote unquote, at work because you're physically at home, but you're actually working, right? Again, rate yourself from a scale of 1 to 5. Are you a self starter? Can you wake up and be able to start doing the work already, obviously after you take a bath, eat breakfast and stuff like that, right? Or are you the type where when you wake up, you would still need to be given certain instructions for the day for you to start getting going? The fourth question that I have here is, can you focus on one thing at a time, and then, or can you focus on one thing and then be able to quickly shift to another? And this is really where it becomes a little bit difficult, because you're working, you have an area, but somebody might ask you, anak, can you do this? Or honey, can you do this, right? Or mama, papa, can you do this, right? It creates a lot of distraction, right? Or because we don't see each other, right? If I'm working for Gino, Gino might give me one task, maybe around 10 in the morning, and then maybe another task at 11 a.m., right? Without really knowing the environment that I have that very moment, right? Are you able to shift, change your focus in between? The next question is, are you able to create a schedule of activities for yourself and be able to follow it? I don't know how many of you are collecting the Starbucks planners, right? And the intent of that is, the Starbucks planners is supposed to help you plan for the day, plan for the week, plan for the month. But the question is, how many of those items in the planner can you actually, or have you actually followed, right? So same concept, right? In a work from home setup, are you able to create a schedule of activities for yourself and be able to follow it? And then the last piece is, do you know when to stop working? Are you able to tell yourself, okay, work's done, time to take care of the family, or time to do the dishes, or time to cook a meal, whatever it is, right? And when you say that, you don't go back to work. When you say work's done, literally work's done. It may not be ideal. I'm sure there would be times where once in a while we still need to check our emails and stuff. I think that's the reality that we all live in. But are you able to at least consciously tell yourself, okay, by 6 p.m., my work's done, right? I'll pause here for a while. I don't want to set this aside. I would like us as a group to rate ourselves, answer these questions. Probably I'll give about, how much time do you think? 5 minutes? 2 minutes?
2 minutes, I think,
2 minutes
would
should
be
be
okay.
fine. Okay. All right. So let's do that. I'll just put myself on mute, and then I'll turn myself back on in about 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Sherwin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go, guys.
Okay. Are you guys done?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Um, so let's do this real quick. Again, I'll expect, I'm hoping that some of you, or if not all of you, are going to be emailing me the results, and then we'll have the discussion separately, right? Again, it's my way of giving back and helping you guys out, go through this transition. But I'd like to see at least raise of hands. If you add uh, all your answers, how many of you is running between 20 to 30? So if you add them all up, how many has a score of, or has a total of about 20 to 30? Okay, I see Gino. Okay, Rigger. Okay, anyone else? Okay. How about 10 to 19? Okay.
Jules, Alan.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anybody 0 to 9 as your total? None? Okay. And again, there's really no right or wrong answer. It's really more of us understanding where we stand in the transition, right? As it relates to the work from home, as it relates to the overall situation that the world is in right now. So just wanted to check that. Obviously, transition again, from office to work from home is not easy. We were talking about that for a good number of minutes, which then makes work-life balance even more difficult to accomplish. The transition from work to office is not easy. The change in itself impacts our mental health, right? It also affects our overall ability to cope with stress, our relationship with others, and sometimes our mood, and how we behave for the rest of the day. Pero before that, let me just move this real quick before we go to the activity. Maybe you can help me, Rigger, in terms of just picking somebody from the group. I do want to understand if the definition of work-life balance has changed from people my age to the younger generation. Can I get a sense of what work-life and balance is for ampersand?
Okay.
Maybe you can pick
For
somebody
me,
from the group, yeah. Or yeah, you can start, please.
well, for work-life balance, no, I suppose it would be different from a person with children and a person without children
Uh-huh.
yet. Okay, so when you say when you're talking about work-life balance to a person with a family, it entails I think more. No, I don't have any child right now, so but upon observing people with children, they need more time for the family. Unlike me and any single person would need less time for when you say life.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's more work now
Uh-huh.
because I don't have children yet. So
Hindi ka na
that's what
single.
I.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not single. I'm married, but hindi ko single pa rin ako eh. So it's different. It's
Uh-huh.
for me, no. What I observe is different. I don't know from our employees, no. I think they have a different mindset because iba yung millennial right
Uh-huh.
now. No? Well,
Right.
I'm still millennial, but the lower age millennial. So it might be different for them. So
Yeah.
maybe we could, Alan, what do you see? What do you what do you think about it?
Work work-life balance. For me, the issues right now is, yeah, just like what Sir Sherwin told us. It's about yeah, because mental health is more important. So maybe work-life balance start with your mind. So you really need to be how should I call that? I forget the term, but sort of you must be yeah, mentally healthy. And then yeah, that's every because I really believe that yeah, you really need to guard. I mean, we really need to guard our mind because everything we do flows from it. So for me, that's it. It starts with the mind, right
Mhm.
mindset, sort of.
Okay.
So
Okay. Monette, can we hear your thoughts? Napapikit yata si Monette.
Manette, go.
It's okay. It's okay, Monette.
I think po, when it comes to work balance, first thing comes to my mind, you have you have what do you call this? To have focus,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because mm, you have to have that focus in everything you are doing. Like for example, while talking to our applicants, you really need to have that focus. I'm a bit
Uh-huh.
nervous.
Hindi
It's
to
okay.
grade.
It's okay.
Okay.
So ayun po, focus po talaga sa sa work from home po namin.
Uh-huh. Okay. And then ano nga, the reality is, all of us naman, even those that didn't get a chance to share, all of us have our definition of work-life balance as it relates to work from home, di ba? Some, based on the word cloud, your work-life balance is determined by the obligation that you have with your family, right? I think I heard that from Danica, right? In the same manner that your work-life balance is also related to the level of excitement that you have given the pandemic, right? Like what, I think Alan shared that and then somebody else, I forgot the name, right? But what's important is, I think as ampersand, there is an opportunity, I think, for all of us, all of you, to be aligned on what work-life balance means as you're all working from home, right? Kasi if Gino's definition of work-life balance is different from Rigor's, and it's different from Sheila's, and it's different from Monette's, then one, I think as a company, you won't be able to achieve your goals as quick as possible. On a personal note, the stress level will only become greater, right? Third, the future, the transition that you need to go through instead of just, maybe max of 6 months may actually become longer because as a team, you're not fully integrated, you're not fully aligned on the work-life balance at home. So the last activity that we have prior to me at least sharing my piece afterwards is for us to do a start, stop, continue. I don't know, Gino and Rigor, if you guys have done something like this in the past. But the intent is to check as a group, right? In terms of start, what should we start doing in a work from home setup to be able to establish work-life balance? In the same manner that what should we stop doing in a work from home setup to establish work-life balance, right? And of course, to continue uh, what we're doing in a work from home setup to establish work-life balance. There's things, kumbaga, there's things that I think that you guys may think that we need to do to have a good, to have a productive environment, but still have that balance. Maybe some things that you guys haven't done yet. Maybe it's an opportunity for somebody to share their recommendations, suggestions. At the same time, maybe there are things that you're doing now individually or collectively that the group thinks we need to stop doing, maybe to create more discipline in terms of how we're working, maybe in terms of, you know, where we're working, the work hours, so on and so forth. Or maybe there's good things that are happening now that collectively, yes, yes, Sir Gino, yes, Sir Rigor, we need to continue this. If you want to have like a weekly webinar, if that's working to get the team together, then that's going to be one of those things that we should continue doing as ampersand. You know, So I'm just limiting it to about maybe 5 items just to create that process, the thinking process. Um, Initially, I was thinking Gino and Rigor, if you need to log out and have the folks talk about it themselves, um, or would you rather just collectively, talk about this, and then I'll give you, I don't know, about maybe 10, 15 minutes, or do you guys need more time?
Um, 10, 10 minutes, I
10
think.
minutes? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, 10 minutes
10.
for all three, start, stop, continue. Okay.
Yeah.
Sige. I mean, it's really more to just, collectively brainstorm, okay, what's working for us now? Diba? Do we continue that? What's not working for us now? Do we stop that? Is there anything else that we haven't done? Then let's start doing that. Diba?
Okay.
So I think it's a pretty safe environment. It's a very collaborative exercise. Kasi you guys are all one team. Diba? It's one ampersand. And it's important for you to really collaborate, especially in a spread out environment where some of you might live, ways, kilometers away from each other. Diba? So um, we'll talk about it in about 10 minutes after. I'll stop screen sharing for now. I'll be on mute for the next 10 minutes, and then probably Gino, if you don't mind, so I can put it in the deck as well. I'll send the deck after. If you could just probably chat the start, stop, continue, and then I'll just plug it into the deck. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
So
okay.
We'll just utilize our chat.
Yes, and then you guys can. I'll step back for about 10 minutes. I'll let you guys talk, right? And then I'll catch you in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Thank you so
thank
much.
you. Thank you. Okay.
Guys, so let's utilize the Zoom group chat. Please open it na lang below. Or gusto nyo mag-usap na lang tayo? Hello?
Sure.
Yan. Go. So, how do we do this? Siguro gawin natin, if everyone could share 1 point siguro, kung anong gusto natin gawa. Diba? So, meron tayong work-life balance at home. Something that we should start doing, something that we should stop doing, and something that we should continue, maybe. So, sa start, sulat ko na lang document ko na lang. Start. What you guys want to start doing right now? Ako, can I say something? Siguro, for me, kunyari meron tayong schedule, let's just start to, siguro, changing our clothes para lang meron tayong, what do you call this? Meron tayong perception na we are really going to work, magtatrabaho tayo, kahit palitan mo lang, Senric, yung t-shirt mo sa taas. Siyempre, t-shirt mo. Diba?
Wala
So,
pong extra na doon.
walang extra na doon. Diba?
Ito
At
lang
least,
po dala ko.
or mag-ano ka lang, ayusin mo yung buhok mo. Maglagay ka ng blush on. Maglagay
Sir,
ka ng
nag-lipstick niya. Nagbe-makeup nga po ako.
lipstick. O yan, diba? Sige. Go, Riggs. Ano pa? Start.
Ano ba? Well, for me,
I'm in kaya. So.
working at home, no, you just have to be prepared and to have a schedule, to follow. So, for example, may work ka today, you just have to be prepared for it. Not let's stop cramming. Let's stop doing things na agad-agad. No, we have to be prepared for it. We have to have a schedule. I know you have your families with you right now. There's a lot of distractions. So let's face it, no. We need we need a definite schedule on what you will do, on what you have to do, and what you need to accomplish in a day. So that's what that siguro that's a start for me. So kayo naman, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Nilagay ko, Rixa, number 2, have a schedule to follow. Not really a 9 to 6 p.m. schedule, but have a written to-do list para at least alam natin yung accomplishments natin by end of the day.
Yeah.
Sir, ako po
What
may
else?
isa-suggest.
Go.
Since
Go,
we're
Carmen.
doing po everyday yung pagka-time in natin when we're on a caravan or kaya sa office, ganyan. Kasi po, di ba may specific time tayo, like 10 a.m., we need to be at the venue like by 10 a.m. So, with work from home, siguro if I have a schedule on Monday to Wednesday, tapos, since siguro po, if ever mapunta ako dun sa kailangan magtawag, ganyan, mag-time in at least para malaman na I'm ready for the day. You can send me the applicants like that. So para magawa din po natin yung ginagawa natin na time in before. Ayun. So if may question sa isa, tapos malaman po natin na bakit kaya hindi sumasagot to, meaning hindi pa ba siya ready mag-work or gising na ba siya like that po.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
go.
Carmen.
Sige. Sige. I added it to the list. Edna, Kini, Cedric na yun. Pwede ka na magsalita. Ayaw mo magsalita. Kini, Edna.
Yes, sir. For me po, since we're doing nga po, mostly po sa Accenture ako. So, pero ako po kasi sir, ahead of time, like evening pa lang, sineset ko na yung gagawin ko kinabukasan. Siguro much better po kasi nag-start po sana as early as possible. So, mga around 9. Pero usually po kasi ang gising ko talaga, parang office hour lang din po kapag ka-work from home. So, I'm woke up po around 7. So, meron po akong 2 hours na mag-set before ako mag-start ng work. So, around 9 a.m. po talaga nag-start na ako. Pero po, ginagawa ko rin po kasi like may encoding po kasi. Sa gabi pa lang po ni-encode ko na lahat para kinabukasan. More in calls na lang po. So, siguro po much better po mag-start as early as possible. Mostly po sa mga TLs na for Accenture, para hindi po kami naghahabol. Like, mag-send po kami report before mag-6 or exactly 6 o'clock. So, much better po, hindi po kami naghahabol ng time. So, as early as possible, 9 o'clock po talaga dapat yung set namin mag-start for calls. And encoding po as well.
Thanks, Edna. So, nirevise ko yung number 2 natin. Basically, just to be prepared at least a day before.
Sheila. Kailangan marinig.
Sheila, walang voice eh. Sheila, bakit wala kang voice? Tapos, wala eh. Type mo na lang, Sheila.
Type. Okay. Sino? Kini. Cedric.
Hello,
Ayan,
sir.
Si Seth muna, but setting targets per day. For example, we should have 15 to 20 leads per day, 5 leads per TL. Okay. Sige. So, let's add that also. Let's have, basically, siguro, let's set some targets that we need to reach. Okay, go. Sige na.
Hello po. Regarding din po na sinabi ni Carmi and Edna for the schedule for the day. So siguro suggestion lang po since or sa office 10 a.m. or sa normal work schedule. Pero 'di ba po like sa Accenture we have to wake up siguro 9. Siguro on the dot na lang make sure na may output Para at least, like what we are doing po sa call outs. Nagko-call outs like the day before naman. So, for sure, start of the day, meron ng indoors. And another one po sa uh, sa communication din. Let's say, for example, make sure to keep your line open. Kasi, for example, merong concern yung other TLs which involves the other TLs. So, may time po kasi na yung ibang TLs di talaga na-reach. For example, mayroong kailangang urgent na malaman from this TL. So, siguro, keep the line open na lang po during working hours if they have schedule.
Okay, sige. That's good. Actually, add ko na yun for number 5 na let's start to be connected to one another, diba? Especially
cooperative
kung may
po.
schedule ka talaga.
Sheila, go. What do we need to stop doing?
Mag-type ka na lang.
Type mo na lang. Allen, stop doing.
Stop, go.
Stop doing. Wait. Sorry, wala pa po ko dun sa stop doing. Siguro, since lahat po ng shinare is about po dito sa present time, nasa future pa ako, joke. Siguro, we should start, dun naman po ako sa start doing, tama ba? Yun ba yung isang category? Yeah, start doing. Siguro, plans for post ECQ po. So what are our plans po after this quarantine? Siguro we need to discuss din po on what we can do kasi yun po, there are uncertain things din na di natin sure after this if yun nga, sabi niyo nga po Sir Gino, if mag-normalize ba si client, we're going to go with the caravan na ba agad. So siguro po more on planning for the post ECQ po. Mag-isip pa po ako sa stop doing. Yun lang po.
Stop,
Okay.
siguro stop. Wait lang, nag-iisip ako. Hirap na stop Ano ba ginagawa?
Sir, pwede pong mag-suggest sa stop.
Henrik, meron ako. Stop TikToking.
Okay, Nico, stop.
Hello, sir.
Go,
Yeah,
Kini.
Based on the stories lang po from other TLs. Guys, huwag kayong gagalit
Go.
Stop Netflix po during working hours. Stop watching movies, gano'n. Kasi nakakapuyat po talaga. So, the following day, parang medyo mahirap gumising. Gano'n. Para mas maging productive. So, stop Netflix. During working hours lang naman. Pero beyond that, okay lang magpuyat kayo. Basta make sure na you can wake up the following day on time.
Okay. Distraction. And stop distractions during work hours. Stop.
Cedric. Naka-mute ka.
Ayun.
Ano?
Sorry. Go, Cedric.
Ano sir, wala lang sir. Parang napapansin ko lang yung iba sir. Parang yung iba sir, parang pag nag-endorse na mga 3, 2, parang for example, nag-endorse sila ng 10 to 12 p.m. Tapos pagdating ng 1 p.m., wala na sila na-endorse hanggang tuloy-tuloy na. So ayun ang nagiging ayun lang nagiging parang yung trabaho ba to o hindi? Ayun lang nagiging parang naano ko na rin kuya kay Ma'am Kini.
Okay. Dicer
naging
store.
TN. Kaya ka nag-mention.
Si Ma'am
Mag-mention na
Kini
yan. Sino
ginagawa.
yun?
Ginagawa ni Ma'am Kini. Siyempre.
Ay, hindi. Ma'am, kini nga po, umabot na 1 a.m. yun.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Manet, stop doing.
Stop distraction, stop.
Stop doing.
Anong kabahan?
Makeup. Makeup, sir.
Sir?
Stop makeup during work.
Hindi ako nag-make.
Makeup tutorial ni Manette.
Sir, don't make. Ano ba? Stop doing. For me, siguro po while working, iwasan na lang siguro yung pakikipag-usap din, like, kung hindi naman kinakailangan yung makikipag-chat ka kung kanino man, ganun. Like,
Sakit
ano ba?
naman.
Ganun. Wala akong maisip. Ayun. Same with Ma'am Kini din po yun. Avoid watching any videos or while working para yung focus mo din sa work andoon. Yan po.
Continue doing na lang, Manet. Add ka sa continue doing.
Ano po, sir?
Continue doing.
Sige, continue na muna tayo. Huwag na muna stop.
So we need to continue doing.
Call outs.
Ayun po. Okay. Yun din
ano
po.
naman, yung traits or practices that we should continue doing.
Siguro po, for me, honestly, mas gumising pa ng maaga-aga. Like, mas maaga pa sa 9, ganun. Pero with Edna rin po, gabi pa lang, ini-encode ko na po yung mga ibang details na sinesend ng when it comes to Accenture po na hinahandle po namin. Para po, kinabukasan, like today, tawag-tawag na lang po kami. Then if ever na may ma-add po na candidates or applicants si mga dicers, that's the time na i-add na lang po namin din. Yun po po. Ayun po.
Okay, thank you, Manet. Wait lang. Kulang tayo, no? Wala si Christine and Luis.
Christine, kasi mahina signal talaga ni Christine.
Where's Luis?
Luis, wala. Christine, Luis, Tess, nandiyan naman.
Naomi po.
Naomi. Sige, so continue, well, again, continue siguro with our connect with our team on a regular basis because at least if you guys will be talking to each other on a more frequently basis, so mas maganda yung magiging outcome siguro because you guys will be able to talk about work more frequently. Baka pwede kayong makapag-share ng mga best practices na rin or ng mga yung mga things na nakikita nyo, diba? So that's one thing that we could share. And siguro tayo ay go, Rex.
May message ni for Sheila. I think we need to stop making some assumptions and something that we really don't know. I think we have to ask first kung may problem na hinaharap lalo na in line sa mga diapers. Okay? So, parang sinasabi niya is that we need stop assuming. Huwag tayo assuming and we have to ask first kung ano may problems na hinaharap yung mga dicers, kung kamusta yung mga dicers, kamusta kayo before making any judgment or any assumptions. So yun yung kay Sheila. Okay, go.
So Sheila, siguro connect more with our people, no? That's what you want to do. So let's not assume kung anong mga problems, kung sa Dicers man yan o sa DL, let's not assume everything. Siguro let's connect first with each other and check kung ano yung issue. Yung may sinasabi mo.
Okay.
Pwede pong mag-share sa continue po.
Go.
Go,
Sure.
June.
Ang sorry continue lang, isulat ko lang. Let's continue guys kasi sabi nga natin, hindi natin alam kung ano mangyari after ng lockdown. Sabi nila from ECQ magiging GCQ and then hindi natin alam. So siguro let's continue to make a plan talaga kung anong gagawin natin, di ba? Kasi pinag-uusapan nga rin namin ni Rigger. Hindi namin alam kung magiging normal na ba kaagad yan eh, di ba? Pre-lockdown, meron tayong 8 to 10 caravan events. Post-ECQ, ano ba yan? Magiging 3 to 5 lang ba yan? 4 to 6, diba? So, yung mga ganun na bagay. Sorry, Jules. Continue. Go, Jules.
Ayun po, siguro in general po, let's continue helping other people po by giving them opportunities to have work after the ECQ or after the pandemic subside. And also, siguro po, continue taking care of ourselves during this time. And gaya rin po nasabi ni Sir Sherwin, continue with our work-life balance. Kung ano man po yung maging collective na idea natin about work-life balance as one team. Yun lang po.
Okay. Thank you, Jules.
Yeah, tama, Jules, no? Established na ni Sir Sherwin earlier na for us to have an effective work-life balance at home, dapat meron tayong concept, may concept tayo na agreeable sa lahat sa atin. Kasi kung iba-iba yung idea natin ng work at home, so baka hindi mag-work rin yun, di ba? So dapat meron tayong may proper concept tayo of what a good work life from home should be.
Any more wants to share?
Pwede pa po mag-share sa stop naman po.
Go.
Go.
From based on the visuals din po na sinare ni Sir Sherwin kanina, maybe we should stop thinking about things that aren't happening pa po for us not to be distracted and affected by what pandemic is trying to make us feel like when we're still staying at home. Kasi yun nga po, overthinking really affects our mental health. So maybe we should stop thinking about things na hindi pa po nangyayari.
Okay.
Thank you, Jules. Shinare lang ni Ses, continue to complete and accomplish all the reports needed within the day for us to monitor our productivity on a daily basis. Okay. Okay na?
Okay na.
So far stop na lang talaga yung kulang natin. So, well, tayo nga siguro on a more serious side is that when we say stop, let's just stop all those things na hindi nagiging productive para sa atin. Because parang sabi nga rin ni Sir Sherwin earlier, no, work adjusting to work from home take at least 6 months. And tayo guys, 2 months pa lang tayo dito. 2 months pa lang tayo dito. So that being said, I think we need to be more efficient. Sorry, sabi ni Sir Ricket before, we need to be effective with what we are doing, diba? We need to be more effective with what we are doing. So let's expect this work from home setup na tumagal pa, guys. So siguro, let's just try to stop all those things na hindi tayo nagiging productive. So, yun lang.
Okay. Continue.
Sige guys,
Medyo
mute mo ulit lahat. Send
pamigay
it
lang,
yun.
Kendrick.
Maingay. Ayan.
Anyway, well, just to add, no, to what I said a while ago, for me kasi, no, well, during this period of time, parang there are two things lang to do, no. It's either one thing is do something productive, and the other one is do something not productive. No? I'm not telling you naman to do something productive the whole day, no? But you just have to have something productive. Kahit one lang, kahit one per day lang. For example, wala kang schedule sa Saturday to Sunday. Parang just use this, just take advantage of this time, take advantage of this ECQ to learn something new. Parang sa internet, ang daming webinars, ang daming free classes online, ang daming articles, books that would enhance your knowledge. So parang for me, just ano lang, just try to have time, even 1 hour, 2 hours, reading, listening, no? That's something that would help you, not just for our company, but you as an individual, as a person, no? So you have to develop and equip yourselves. Choose this time. There's a lot of time, ang daming time ngayon, no? So let's not waste our time watching K-dramas. I'm not telling you na wag manood ng K-dramas, no? But just use your time wisely. You can watch, no, but kumbaga if you watch one episode or one series, palitan mo ng isang something productive. So parang magiging balance siya. Okay? Nandyan na si Sir Sherwin, so we could go back to the...
Nah, Sherwin is fine. Sherwin is fine. No need for sir.
Thank you,
I
guys.
was just going through the rest of the notes that you guys came up with. It's actually good to see that there's only 2 stop items. Believe it or not, when I've ran similar sessions, mas marami yung stop, and then sumunod start, madami rin, pero yung continue ko konti. Which means there's something wrong. There was something fundamentally wrong with that organization. So it's nice for me to see that there's only 2 items that are in the stop portion. And I think a lot of it really just more on just maybe focus, just attention lang to the details. I was able to at least capture a portion of what Rigor was mentioning, di ba, na it's not gonna be like every day should be productive, pero for every maybe non-productive activity, there should be something productive as well, di ba? The webinars, other sessions, learning opportunities, the same way that I've gone through it in the past, where I've had my certifications as well, di ba? It's time is there for us to use and to take advantage of. Once everything goes back to normal, wala na tayo ulit time. Everybody will be busy again, di ba? So it's now a question of how do you use that time, right? To invest on yourself, to prepare for the future. I guess the average age of the group, Rigor, Gino, is about 23, 24?
22, 23.
Diba? So long way to go. Wow, 22, 23. Like, pretty much half my age. I feel bad now. Pero diba? Pero long way to go, diba? So take advantage of that opportunity. I was able to capture some of the notes that I think all of it that you guys have put together. So I won't go to the details. I think, the next step is really more for Rigor and Gino to follow through on what you guys have talked about. Hopefully you find the session it's not a webinar per se, but the interaction that we have, the forum, to be helpful. Hopefully you found, some new learnings as well. Hopefully you got a chance to learn more about yourself also in the situation, diba? Kasi sometimes the expectation for all of us is pagka work from home, it's easy to flip para siyang switch on off, but it's not the case. We also do need to spend some time to reflect, understand how we can do things better, right? And I think all of you have put everything naman in the right context. After this, if there's any other questions, feel free to ask. But I do want to leave a portion of what I've shared a while ago, summarizing how I've transitioned, from an office to a work from home setup. The first one is letter C. Create your space, whether it be, looking for a location at home, finding a chair that's comfortable, other equipment that you might have, maybe as simple as a charger, a headset, your cell phone, of course, everything that would make you stay productive, piece of paper, whichever else, right? A filing tray, if you do, paper resume screening, for example, right? The next letter, what do you think is the next letter? O, right? Office mates and peers should know your work hours, right? It's important, and I was going through the details kanina. I think it's important for us as a group to know our working hours, whatever that hours is, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, down to the point where, okay, all of us will be finished by this time. We can extend a little, right? Just to be able to establish a working life. But after that, expect delays in the responses, right? The conversations, right? At least you set that expectation. So office mates, peers should know your work hours. V is the next one. I guess you know what the word is after this. But you visualize, you focus on accomplishing 3 main things. If I ask the group, if I ask you individually, list down all the things you're doing, easily all of us can come up with 10 items, 15 items, diba? 6, 7 items, right? But the reality is some of those items or some things that we think are tasks may not be urgent tasks. There's a concept of impact, urgency, and importance. Diba? It may be important, but it's not urgent. Diba? Meaning, probably that's something that can be done tomorrow. But something that is urgent and is important, then that should fall under the 3 main things. And then I think I captured briefly what Rigor was alluding to a while ago regarding this, diba? In terms of, focusing on the things, kahit isa lang, sabi niya, my recommendation is, I think 3 main things that is, coming from Gino and Rigor in terms of what you guys need to do. And obviously between them, I'm sure they have their own 3 main things as well that they're going to be visualizing and focusing on accomplishing. So we have C, we have O, we have V. The next letter would be I, of course, right? Interact more. Make that extra call. I'm sure you've been having the interactions. You've been having your own weekly meetings. Hopefully, this session allows you to do more. I don't think naman that a 30-minute, an hour catch up with each other wouldn't hurt, right? Sometimes what's interesting in the other companies that I've been doing this, pero Sherwin, wala kasing pag-uusapan eh. There's always something to talk about, right? It may not be about work, but it could be about somebody, somebody who just wants to talk about something, right? I think what's important is, given the distance that exists, that we continue the interaction. But think of Zoom, for example, as an opportunity to walk 5 steps, to the other person's cubicle, for example, to the other person's desk. Pero this time, wala nang 5 steps. It's just click, click, click na lang. Diba? So interact more, make that extra call. And of course, the last piece is more for yourself. Dedicate a time to smell the coffee. And smell the coffee figuratively means learn when to take a break. I heard other people mentioning about them working effectively while their Spotify is playing. They have a playlist, diba? So I was telling that person, maybe after you played all the songs in the playlist, then that's your trigger to stand up, walk around, stretch, you know, chat, diba? You can still chat with your peers, not necessarily work related, right? Smell the coffee, and then go back to work more energized. At least the motivation will be sustained. At the same time, you're able to relax a bit, right? Because I'm sure you guys are in a high pressure situation as well. And for those who are coffee drinkers, yeah, get another cup of coffee, diba? So I want to leave you guys with that. Again, Gino, Rigger, thanks so much for the opportunity. After, let's say, 15 years, Gino, it's good to be able to at least share a portion of what I learned and experienced over time to you and your team. Please don't hesitate to reach out again, just in case. And I don't know if there's any questions that you or the team might have, even outside of this. Maybe I can share a few points about, I don't know, the ECQ and stuff like that, just to share.
Thank you so much. Well, first of all, Sherwin, I hope that my team also could send you an email. I think that they are, guys, you need to send your answers to Sherwin. So please do that. Please get his email. And well, again, Sherwin, I mean, this was really something something different, no? As what you mentioned, it's really a crossbreed between a webinar and a workshop. So this is very well appreciated by our team, and we truly appreciate it. So hopefully, I mean, we could sit down when everything is okay, sit down and have real coffee face to face.
Yep, exactly.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a way for me to join, I saw some of the photos. Was that your Christmas party, I think, last time?
Yes.
So I was able to look at that. Yeah, I mean, if there's an opportunity for me to drop by, I'll bring something over, right? Meet you guys in person. That'll be awesome.
Definitely. You will be one of our guests for our upcoming. In fact, this May, no, Riggs, we were supposed to have our annual summer party, but then
okay,
that will be canceled, and a month after would be our annual management get together also. So that will be postponed as well. I mean, we will definitely invite you, Sherwin, and I wish you all the best also with your new employer. Hopefully, I mean, I see that business-wise, that would really click. That would really click.
Yes. Yeah, it is, and I think there's also opportunities for us to work together, on the professional side as well, right? Again, Tulay is more of a venture. Call it my retirement plan. Let's just put it that way, right? That's my BPO exit plan. That's what I'm looking at. But at the same time, of course, sustaining my current needs, through Wonders Corporation. I think there's some opportunities for us to work together there. Simply understanding the opportunities. So yeah, we will talk more for sure.
Thank you so much. Anyway, Sherwin, sorry, Riggs, just a couple of words muna from you, and then let's take a picture.
I just want to thank you. We appreciate everything. This is a very good webinar because it entailed more engagement from the team. So it's really helpful. And thank you in behalf of Ampersand. Hope to meet you soon.
Yeah, it's very evident that the shyness from your group has reduced through the course of the conversation, diba? And it's normal, diba? So it's nice to see moving, smiling faces than just photos, of course. So thank you. Thanks for taking time.
Thank you again. Guys, I'll take one picture. So please look at the camera and smile. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you so much, Sherwin.
All right.
Have a good
Stay in touch. All right. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Guys.